doing a review that I've already done, but I'm doing it again because I feel like I was a bit unfair to the product. I sort of used it the Diva way, as in my own way, which is the lazy way. Now, had I have shown you how I should have used the product correctly, which was to go a bit slower, you would see that it's actually not too bad of a product. So the product I'm reviewing today is the AsaVea hairbrush straightener. So basically, this is what it looks like. So you just turn on the button here and you increase the temperature to however many degrees you want. Now, if you've got thick hair like me, I've got Middle Eastern thick hair, as you can see. So I actually need to go up to 200 degrees Celsius. So you just press the plus button or the minus button if you want to go down in temperature. So I obviously want to go up in temperature. Now you have to actually sit it down and wait for it to reach the desired temperature. So it'll flash until it gets to, so at the moment it's flashing on 200 degrees, and it'll continue to flash until it goes solid, and that'll tell you that it's actually reached the desired temperature. So basically, if you saw my previous video, I was just using it like this. I was going because I'm lazy, and to be honest, I thought, okay, a hairbrush that straightens your hair, oh, it's an easy fix. You know what? It's just like you normally brush your hair, which you don't go like this when you brush your hair, do you? Now, the reason I'm saying I was a bit harsh is if I went a bit slower and I brushed my hair with it slower, as you'll see, this natural wave that I've got going, I can actually straighten that out quite well. It will, okay, disclaimer, I still stand by the fact that it will not make your hair stick straight at like the ends. You may need to take an actual straightener and straighten through the ends if you want stick straight ends. I don't know why it's like that, but that's just the effect that I get using this, and I've used it quite a few times since that video. I was very new to it back then. So in fairness, the reason I prefer this over my hair straightener, which I've done a video on, and I love that hair straightener, the Bio-Ionic One Pass, is that I can actually sit in front of my computer, watch YouTube or something like that, and I don't need to even really look in a mirror because I'm just brushing my hair, and if I take it nice and slow to moderate tempo, it actually doesn't take as long as using the Bio-Ionic. With the Bio-Ionic, if you want to get a good result, you need to get little pieces, you know, and do the whole straightening on smaller pieces. Or if you do it the lazy way, you'd have to, you know, as I was doing before, pull the hair, or you could brush it first and section it. I still think Bio-Ionic is amazing, and it's quite fast compared to like other straighteners I've used. However, yeah, this AsaVea straightener, which is a hairbrush, is actually a lot more convenient. You don't really need to see where you're going. Now, it has reached 200 degrees, so I am going to show you how it works. So, let's go nice and slow this time. So see, if I'm going to be fair in the product use, it's even not that bad. Like, you know, it's not taking that long, and I've already straightened a nice section. And best part is you can just watch a movie or something and just brush your hair nice and slow, and it'll give you a pretty damn good effect. Now, the one thing you need to be wary of is not to put your hand on these buttons, because you may accidentally either turn it off or turn the temperature too low or too high. If you've got fine hair, I wouldn't be going on 200 degrees Celsius. Like I said, my hair is very strong and thick, so I'm using 200 degrees Celsius. So, see, even I'm not even going that slow, but I'm not going as rushed as I was in the other video, which was my lazy I want a miracle device, which doesn't exist, method. So yeah, This is pretty fast. Look at that. That's amazing for a hairbrush. I've seen like some other ones and they're not getting very good reviews. The reason I actually bought this AsaVea was because I saw so many positive reviews on Amazon. And you know what? They're bloody right. It works really well for a hairbrush, and it's less than $100. Oh, I can't remember how much I paid. I think it was probably about $80. I think it came from the UK, because I remember I bought it from overseas, but I got it off eBay after looking at the Amazon reviews. And the problem is you need to buy one of those plugs where you can actually use a European style cord, I don't know, plug. That's the one extra expense you're gonna have. But yeah, other than that, it's less than $100 for Australian people to buy it and bring it to Australia from eBay. So yeah, it's actually pretty good, and it feels good. Like, it's not as tedious. Like I said, I used to swear by that Ionic One Pass, and I still think it's a great straightener. But this is even easier than using that. Like, I prefer to use this one, except for if I need to get really straight ends, than using that one. So now if you compare the two sides, look how straight that is. Okay, it's a little bit of a kink, we can solve that. And the fact that it's brushing your hair, it's really pulling and straightening your hair at the same time, and you know, you're getting your hair brushed, so it's nice and untangled, because I've got lots of tangly hairs having hair this long. So now starting on the other side, because yeah, it looks a bit bad on the other side. So this side, nice and slow. And yet it's not really that slow, is it? I think this is great. Oh, there we go. See, I accidentally turned it off because my hand went on there. That's the downside of this product, like I said. So technically, I'm going to take it back up to 200, but I'd technically have to wait for it to solidify. I'm not going to wait. It's still a bit heated. It'll be fine. It'll eventually get to 200 anyway. It'll just take longer to get to 200 because it has to start from the start again, if that makes sense. But I'm still using the heat that's there from before I turned it off while I'm waiting. I like to really pull down on the hair for the hard bits. Okay, so as you can see, we're partway through, almost there. It's really quite easy, as you can see, like so little effort, and that's what I like about this. And like I said, I should have been fair in my judgment last time. I shouldn't have expected a miracle by going. You know, I mean, it still worked. If you saw my video, it still straightened my hair doing that. Probably not as well as it is now that I'm taking it slower, which is what you're supposed to do. So I actually like to hold on to the end of the hair and really pull down the hair. It also helps, of course, that my hair is quite long, so the weight pulls the hair straighter. If you've got shorter hair, it might take a bit more effort. I could be wrong because I don't have short hair. Yeah, so I'm practically finished. So these ends you really need to focus on. Okay, so now I'm just going to turn around. And finish off the back. So I like to flip all my hair to one side when I do the back. and just brush it down the middle of the back of my hair. Nice and slow, really pulling on the hair to get it as straight as possible. See how I'm really pulling there? Because you don't want to end up with that kink in the middle of your hair. And see, the beauty about this is you don't need to take those tiny sections that you do with normal straightening. I mean, you can if you want to be even more straight, but as you can see, this is really effective, and I can take bigger pieces and it still combs through well and straightens. Okay, so that is my review of the AsaVea hairbrush straightener. It's pretty good. So I'll just turn around so you can see my hair from the back. It's quite straight, isn't it? Compared to when I first started. So, if you'd like to keep up to date with my videos, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Some exciting videos coming up, so stay tuned. Okay, see you guys.